What up, Fight World? It's the kid Ego. Waiting for y'all to join so we can get right to the proceedings this evening. Where y'all at, man? It's go time. Ego, what's up? Black Goku. One of the early people on the stream. Aaron. Yasin. Gang Gang. What up? Guillermo. Joey. Is Canelo getting knocked down? Certainly a possibility. Golovkin got power. He knocked down and or hurt pretty much everybody in his last 24 fights. So definitely a possibility. Definitely. Especially since Canelo, it's not his first fight over 160 because he fought Chavez Jr. However, it's his first real fight because Golovkin, I promise you, no matter what, he's not going to look like Chavez Jr. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to just not do nothing and just completely put up a dud like Chavez Jr. won 0 rounds. So I don't see this fight being like that, where either fighter wins 0 rounds unless someone just gets knocked out early. But I really don't even see that. We working, man. Shout out to London. I seen your comment earlier, but I was talking. Got this berry smoothie with energy from the nutrition shop. So it's good, though. I might make a 7 reasons. A lot of people have been asking me. But I've been busy, man. Still got to pack. Leave Monday for the fight, for fight week. Is Floyd going to be at the fight? Hard telling. Sometimes Floyd doesn't really show up to events where it's not his fighters. Like he was at yesterday's fight card at the Hard Rock, which is a good, solid fight card. I didn't get to watch every single fight in detail, but shout out to my dude Jose Vargas won. My dude Caleb Plant, Kid Chocolate. David Benavidez won the main event. Floyd is Floyd. He just pop up whenever he wants. So I guess if he feels like going to see Canelo Golovkin, that would be good. I doubt. I just thought about. I was gonna say, oh, he might show up, but I doubt it. Oscar De La Hoya talked all that shit about Floyd and Mayweather McGregor. So what's he gonna look like showing up? I just thought about that. If he shows up, then it'll look like, damn, Floyd couldn't. This was such a big fight. Floyd even had to come, even though De La Hoya and Bernard Hopkins been talking bad about him and like, you know what I'm saying? Fuck you and Mayweather McGregor. Yeah, so I don't think he'll show up. That's just like De La Hoya showing up and Mayweather McGregor. So pride will probably prevent him from staying up now that I think about it. He went last night because the guy that fought Benavidez was TMT. I cover boxing. I'm well aware of that. And it's not just him. And that guy, his name is Ronald Gavrin. J. Leon Love fought on the card, who's also with Mayweather Promotions. Latondra Jones is with Mayweather Promotions. Jose Vargas is with Mayweather Promotions. And Caleb Plant is not with Mayweather Promotions, but he's often in the Mayweather gym. So I'm full aware of that. Yeah. What crowd will go wild? What are you talking about? What does that mean? What crowd? Yeah, we're going to get to that. Canelo looks like a tank. We're going to get to the sub with it. Siege. Man, YouTube has been slacking lately with the promoting. It says we have 16 people in there. I don't believe that, but they've been taking forever to get the live streams to show on the main page. If you're in the stream, we could do YouTube's job for them. Hit the like button, leave a comment, say here or anything, so it activates the stream. They see some activity in the stream, They know we popping. They know Ego's Army, Ego Mafia, the mob, money on top of boxing. So they know that we working, man. YouTube, yeah. I've had to battle stuff my whole life. You know what I mean? I've had to overcome. Oh, you can't do this and different stuff like that. Even with when I started YouTube, what are you? Yeah, I mean that's cool and all, but what are you doing it for? Years later, now you see what I'm doing it for. You know what I mean? I had a lot of people that, I mean, but it's YouTube. What I mean, you should get a regular job. No, you get a regular job. See, this is what I'm gonna tell you guys before we get into like regular boxing talk is people oftentimes project their fears on you. Don't let them do that to you. You know what I mean? Because you're afraid, because you are skeptical about what can happen. If you got a vision, don't let anybody roadblock that and get in the way of that vision. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, people project their fears on top of you. What are you doing YouTube? Why don't you just get a regular job, a safe job? You know what? I used to work at Lowe's. Um, they laid off 1,700 people, and I was one of them. And I had never been written up, never been in trouble, always had promotions multiple times a year. And it was at a time when the economy was still pretty bad, the housing market and stuff. So they had to lay people off, and they cut managers. I was under the store manager. I was a salary manager, so they had to cut, like, depending on the volume of the store and the size. Some stores had to get rid of 5 managers. Some people had to get rid of 2, and man, that opened my eyes. I lived with a chip on my shoulder for the next few years, and I didn't even realize it. But I was just like, man, I busted my ass here. You know what I mean? Always promoted, did my job, and then when the going got tough, the people up top, they're not going to take anything from their pay to make it work. So what they start doing, they start chopping from the bottom. You know what I mean? Chopping other people, and that's how the game goes. And the rich stay rich, and the people who are coming up, you might, you know what I'm saying? You might. So from that moment on, I was just like, okay, now we got to be smart with this. We could work for us. We could do something for us, something that we want to do. And that's what I've been doing. And I had a friend that went back to Lowe's, and guess what? He went back to Lowe's. Same thing happened. He got laid off, but like I said, if you get laid off, it's not being fired, right? You're still rehirable. So anyway, he got laid off, and then years later, he went back to a different Lowe's in a different capacity. They did the same thing again recently at the store, like, but this time they gave, instead of just laying you off on the spot, you have a year to get another job, another position within the store. So they give you some time to, like, I don't know the word, reassociate or like find another position or another job or whatever. So, and meanwhile, I've been doing this YouTube thing, traveling, meeting a lot of great people, meeting fans, meeting fighters, and this is what we built. You know what I mean? Me and the fans. It's what we built, and the fighters. So, you know what I mean? That's how I look at it. Like, if you have the opportunity, even if it's in a small capacity, work for yourself. Please believe that. We got a shmoney dance from Sin City, $5 super chat. Thank you. Says, Ego, can you do the woman beater? Enjoy listening to your unbiased analysis, my dude. Appreciate that. You guys like this guy? Woman beater? He beat up his wife in front of his kid. Y'all need that Ruben. You guys like this guy? he like Ruben couldn't believe it. You guys like this guy? Woman beater? Woman beater, baby. Why did he say woman beater, baby? Like it was some cool shit. Woman beater, baby. I don't know. I wouldn't say the baby for me personally. Like that, you made it sound like that's like serial killer, baby. Like, are you bragging that you know a serial killer? He said he beat up his wife in front of his kids. You guys like this guy? Hey, shout out to Ruben, man. Ruben, that episode was like reminiscent to Snoop Dogg at the Source Awards in 1995, where Snoop had that Crip baseball bat with the rag on it. He was like, "The East Coast ain't got love for Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg." We know where the fuck we at. Well, let it be known then. And Snoop could not believe this was when the East Coast, West Coast shit was popping off. Tupac, Biggie, and all that. And Snoop couldn't believe, like, all the hits we gave y'all. The East Coast ain't got love. What? Yeah. East Coast ain't got love for Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg. That was a Death Row 1995 Source Awards level. You guys like this guy? Woman beater? That shit is so funny. Oscar De La Hoya was embarrassed as fuck. Okay, Ruben. Okay, that's nice. Okay. Don't let me pull this shit up with De La Hoya. He was like, okay, all right, Ruben. That's funny. I don't even know if woman beater, baby. Damn, this shit popped right up. Look. I said Ruben Guerrero and I typed in W and it's like, woman beater, baby. The autofill just populated. Hold on, let me see if I can do it again. Look. I said Ruben Guerrero, woman beater, baby. See how I just put a W in this shit. You guys like this word? This shit. Damn, this shit popped right up and auto-populated. That autofill is crucial. All I did was Ruben Guerrero, woman beater, baby. That shit came right up. You guys like this guy? Oh my gosh, this shit is funny. I'm blessed. My son is Robert, blessed. We all blessed. I back it up. We need some more likes if y'all want to go through this Ruben shit. Get us some likes so we get the crowd participation. Like I said, so we get right to the proceedings this evening. Hit that like button. Y'all know the drill. I'm blessed. My son Robert is blessed. The whole Guerreros, we are all blessed.
I'm blessed, no matter what I am.
I am what I am.
And I'm the real deal. And I don't talk.
I back it up.
I back it up, baby. Anytime, anywhere, like I said. And we're going to beat up that woman beater. The one that beat up his wife, man. His wife in front of his kids. You guys like that? Like this guy, woman beater? He must have learned that from his dad. Woman beater, baby.
We're going to beat him like a real man.
See how he's going to like it. He's going to get it from a real man.
Watch Oscar. Okay. Okay.
Take that woman beater down. You guys hear me?
All right, it's okay. It's okay.
All
right.
Let me, Say that. He talks about my son. He's a hypocrite. How about him? Woman beater.
Look at him. Oh, fuck.
Women and go to jail.
Oh, fuck. Hold on. Okay. It's all right.
All right.
Like I said, anytime, I'm ready.
You chose not to address.
Oh, my gosh. That boy, Oscar De La Hoya, was so, like, okay. He said, it's all right. Look at De La Hoya's face. He, because he was the promoter at the time. He's like, hey, it's all right. It's okay. Look at him. He's like, this motherfucker. And De La Hoya Mexican American too, so he's probably like, man, you setting us back. All right, it's okay. It's okay. Look at De La Hoya.
All right, it's okay.
All right, it's okay. Oh my gosh.
All right, it's okay. It's okay. All right.
Listen, hold on. So he's going off. He's like, he beat up his wife. He's still like, woman beat her. He's like, okay, it's all right. He beat up his wife. We get it. Okay.
It's okay.
Beat up his wife.
All right.
In front of his kids.
Let me,
He talks about my son.
When he puts his hand on his head, he's like, oh, fuck. Donald Trump, you trying to get Donald Trump to deport us. What the fuck? You got to calm down, Ruben. Donald Trump, he gonna see this and try to build a wall. You know what I'm saying? Because he's going to be like, look, let's make America great again, motherfucker. He's like, fuck, I hope Trump ain't seeing this shit. Trump got the Muslim ban. He going to try to ban us. He going to try to ban the blacks. Everybody getting banned in Trump's America. Look, De La Hoya, he was like, damn. He's like, oh, Showtime camera's filming this.
Woman beater.
Oh my God! Look at I give it to De La Hoya. He was trying to keep his cool. And look at Richard Sturm from MGM. He's just like, damn, I didn't know it was that serious. Y'all got to pick so I can pick this afro. I got to pick this afro. His afro is on point. I got to give it to him. De La Hoya was like, oh my gosh, please no. But he beat up his wife in front of his kids. You know, it's so funny. People be so quick to point the finger because they're not under the microscope. But I want to see what demons and skeletons y'all have in your closet. Some people, I hate Mayweather because he's woman beater. Some of y'all beat y'all chicks. Y'all just didn't, you know what I mean? It's not glorified. Mayweather can't read, but you dropped out of high school and you can't spell or read really good either. I know I missed a super chat, man. Hold on, let me get that super chat. You guys like this stream? Live stream, baby. Shmoney Dance. Shout out to Ricardo Gonzalez, $2 super chat. And he says, I was born ready. Had no guys. See, people are excited for this fight. Who just got an L? Man, y'all throwing up L's. I don't even know who got the L. What happened? They was in the stream talking crazy. The admin blocked them. Typical. Hey, get the likes up. I want to show y'all this edit. Some of y'all, I don't think some of y'all follow me on Instagram. You should, might as well. I want to show you this edit I made. This is an edit I made. This is me on September 16th. You ever been like you go to a store run, you want to get some alcohol, beer, whatever you guys do, food, chicken wings, pizza, and you look on your phone, you see the fight starting, and you have to hurry back. This is me, September 16th.
Now, for the thousands in attendance.
Oh my God.
And the millions watching around the world on HBO pay-per-view.
Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, Las Vegas.
Why that ice cream truck break his shit?
Let's get ready to rumble.
This is how I be driving. Look at him. Why is he so calm?
What happened? He ran me over. He's calling the police, man. Get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way.
Hey.
Get out the way.
Huh?
Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way. Oh, bitch. Now, for the thousands in attendance.
Yo, look at this dude. It was at this moment he knew he fucked up. Look at that car started drifting. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Let me see if I can pause it at the right time. Oh, look at his body. He needs some milk. I got it right on time. Look what that car did to him. He did. Superman at you. I said a Superman at you. He really got dealt with by that car. Wiz T caught an L yesterday. He tried to come back. We remember. Oh my gosh. Look what that car did to him. See, that's what happens when you try to get too close to the action and all that. You get that Tokyo drift, that Bow Wow, that Fast and the Furious. People are nosy, man. Sometimes you got to bag back. Yeah, I see Wiz T just got banned. He already got dealt with. That was the shift leader from yesterday. If you followed the live stream, Thoughts on Benavidez? I like Benavidez. He's, what is he, 20, 22, somewhere in that area. He won close fight. Some people thought Ronald Gavril won. Some people thought Benavidez won because Gavril started too late. I didn't get to see every single round, so I can't. I mean, I'm not gonna front. See, I don't have to do that. I don't have to front and lie and just make it up like I seen everything. I seen some of it. I seen Benavidez get dropped in the 12th round. So, you know what I mean? That was a 10-8 round. No matter what you say, he got caught with a flush punch, whether he was like badly hurt. He's 20. Yeah, so he's young. Youngest champion. Younger than Tank now. So I think he's the first Mexican American to become a super middleweight champion. So, I mean, that's good. He can only grow from here. Some people want to see a Ronald Gavril rematch. I'm not opposed to that. So, from what I seen, it was a close fight. But again, I didn't see every single round. Demi born in '96. He was born the year Tupac died. I like Cody Garbrandt. He looked good against Dominic Cruz. I thought he beat him kind of easily, easier than I thought. Yeah, Benavidez. I think he should don't try to unify or anything next. I don't think he has to. He's young, just like Tank. You know what I mean? Give him some developmental fights like they did with Andy Joshua, and he should be good. He sparred with Golovkin. He looked like he was fatiguing a little bit in some parts, but he held it together to get the. I think it was a split decision victory. So, like I said, I do like Andy Joshua. Give him developmental fight. Joshua beat Charles Martin to become IBF champion. Then he fought Dominic Brazils and he fought Eric Molina, guys like that. You know what I mean? Not necessarily top 3 guys, but guys who were decently ranked. And he kept it pushing. And then he fought Klitschko. That's how, to be honest, boxing fans, a lot of y'all motherfuckers aren't really realistic. You know what I mean? Like, of course, I cover boxing. This is my full-time job. But I'm still realistic. And as much as, realistically, the boxing fan in me, I want to see all this shit. I want to see Terence Crawford just immediately fight Errol Spence and Keith Thurman and stuff like that. But I'm realistic, and I really feel like that's not logical. That won't logically happen. You know what I'm saying? As much so, despite me wanting it and loving it, I'm not gonna give myself false hope. I really don't see that happen. I don't see Crawford immediately fighting Keith Thurman straight away. If he does, great. Shit, I'm all for it. But you know how the handlers and promoters move. Latin Mayweather, Cardoso, Perez, $2 Shmoney Dance, $2 Super Chat. Hashtag Eagle Army, West Coast, 411 on the Durrell brothers. I don't know. I don't know where Andre's at. Andre Durrell. I haven't really seen him. I seen Anthony Durrell in Vegas. We were both catching an Uber. I was catching a Lyft. He was catching an Uber. He was supposed to fight Caleb Smith, and then it fell apart. And then he was supposed to fight David Benavidez, and he got injured. I think it might have been a hand injury. So I haven't heard any updates beyond that. But hopefully we get him back there. They're too talented. I don't Demetrius, Andre, Durrell brothers, guys like that. They're too much. They're youthful enough and too skilled to fight infrequently like they do. So I just want to see him come back. Your boy Wiz T is back. The shifting king. He's back with some more shifting, y'all. Another reason I could tell you're a casual is real boxing fans. It's like, let's say, okay, listen. Yeah, now you're trying to flip it on me. You already caught the L, so we're not going to go there. He said, you don't even know about shifting. But yesterday I gave you the opportunity, and I asked you to define it, and you were way off. But anyway, beyond that, everybody's seen the L. we don't have to go over it again. That was a sparring session, and the video is still up. So if you want to see Wiz catch that L viciously, then you can watch that stream from yesterday. So that's a dead issue. But the reason I know you're a casual would be the same way. I'm not a doctor. So if I went to a doctor and I went heads up and had a decathlon, they're gonna school me, because at the end of the day, they're gonna know terminology, vernacular, procedures, what to do, those types of things, instruments, tools. They're gonna know the names of all that, and I'm not, because I'm not a doctor. So the reason we know you're a casual is because of how you respond. Real boxing fans don't do a lot of what you do. Like real and true boxing fans. If you picking Triple G, you can still be a boxing fan and pick Triple G. That's not the issue. But all your comments are radical. Everything you say is like, oh, Canelo's getting knocked out. See you guys on the 16th. Oh, he's getting his head knocked off. He's getting destroyed. Golovkin's gonna kill him. That's anybody could do that shit. And out of all these comments, you have yet to break down the fight. Other than, this Triple G fella, man, he can shift. You don't know shit. Real boxing fans, okay, put it this way. If you had the knowledge and you believe you have the accurate prediction, right? Like, I talk to my boys about the Warriors versus the Cavs. I know some people from Cleveland. I know some people who just are from, they just like LeBron or whatever, right? But they can intelligently explain why they believe, right or wrong, why they believe LeBron and the Cavs would have beat the Warriors in the playoffs. Some people in the Bay or Warriors fans, they can tell you, man, Steph Curry, I think he's on. They haven't lost a game, and so, right? They're too deep. Their bench is too deep. You know what I mean? They can explain. You're not really explaining anything. Golovkin's going to destroy him. Golovkin's going to shift all over him. You're a casual. Just accept who you are. It's just like Caitlyn. Bruce Jenner was tired of being Bruce, and he's like, you know what? I don't really feel like a guy. I feel like Caitlyn. So just accept it. Get the sex change or whatever casuals do, and just accept who you are. You're a Caitlyn. Accept who you are. You don't know shit about boxing. So until you step up, study up. Oh my gosh, you in this shifting. Nobody gives a fuck about shifting. I have several 7 Reasons videos where I gave fight predictions, and they were very accurate, and I was right. And guess what? I did not mention shifting one time in any of those videos. Meanwhile, you mentioned shifting yesterday, and you didn't even know what it was. So it's like, what are you talking about, this shifting? Listen, and that's the thing. That's another difference. If Triple G beats Canelo, great. We got to see a great fight. And at the end of the day, you're still Caitlyn, and you still don't know shit about boxing. It doesn't matter. Canelo gets knocked out. Like, that's what I'm saying. I don't understand why y'all motherfuckers be like, oh, you'll see. You will all see on the 17th or the 16th. Like, what will I see? I'm gonna see that Google deposit this money in my bank account. That's what I'm gonna see. YouTube, because despite who wins, my life still goes on. You know what I'm saying? As long as I'm good, my family's good, I'm good. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't. But that's how I know you're emotionally invested. Golovkin's gonna destroy him. You'll see. What is there to see? I'm just trying to see a good fight. So whoever gets destroyed, they get destroyed. I think Canelo's gonna win. That's what it is. So I'm gonna either be right or I'm gonna be wrong. Gotta get that emotion about you. That emotional shit. It's funny that Wiz T is talking about somebody who's wrong, and you didn't know what shifting is, and you brought up. How do you bring something up and you don't even know what it is? That doesn't even make sense to me. Where I come from, that doesn't make sense. That's not gonna add up. You brought up shifting, and I asked you what it was, and you couldn't even describe it. You couldn't accurately describe it. He's like, it's where you get your foot, in a sense, in a way, and you land a hard shot. Shut the fuck up, ego. Change topic. Okay, I'll shut the fuck up, and I'm gonna change the topic. Block. You get an L. That's a new topic. So everybody put an L up. That's the new topic we talking about. You telling me to shut the fuck up? Okay. So I shut the fuck up, and you got an L. So everybody, I switched topics. He got an L. Pour out a little liquor. He can no longer be in the chat. What you mean, shut the fuck up? See, I don't know what y'all think this is. Where y'all think you're gonna come to my stream, to my channel, talking crazy, and tell me to shut the fuck up and all types of shit, and still be here. And if you don't mind not being here, that's cool. Just get your L, collect your L, and then move. And then you can go on the next stream where you're not blocked. But I don't know what y'all think this is. Where like we could talk boxing. You guys notice I never strike first blood with any of these dudes. Like I don't even know these dudes. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like I'm like Wiz T, and then I just call them out. But then I'm the bad guy. When I bring it up and when I put you on the spot, then I'm the bad guy. It's crazy. It's like you can't win. I don't just pick people's names. If you just talking regular boxing talk and having conversation, arguing with other people, I don't care about this stuff. But one thing you won't be doing is saying, "Shut the fuck up, ego." Change it. Okay, I'll shut the fuck up and change the topic. We'll talk about your L. That's what we will talk about. Damn, someone said he's dead on arrival. DOA with the L. Wow. You and Andre Ward talk alike, bro. LOL. I don't know. Maybe it's a Bay Area thing. I've been out here most of my life. What about Superfly? I mean, what can I say? I've already said it. I'm looking forward to it. It's a great card. I really got to see Roman Chocolatito. They were saying he was #1 pound for pound. So I want to see some major adjustments because despite whoever you had, that performance was similar to a Pacquiao horn. You let a guy from nowhere come and give you a super stupid competitive fight when you're supposed to be like a highly ranked pound for pound type of guy. Doesn't really happen often, but when it does happen, I don't know. That's what it reminds me. Pacquiao, even if you have Pacquiao winning like me, I had Pacquiao beating Horn, but he didn't look good. You know what I'm saying? He didn't look spectacular. He didn't look like fluid Pacquiao. Same thing with Roman. Roman is actually ever since Roman entered this new division, he doesn't look like the guy that fought Brian Valoria. You know what I mean? He's not just running through guys. Guys take his shots better, and guys seem like they have the ability to hurt him. And he only moved up 3 pounds. Andre Ward moved up from 168 to 175. Fought Kovalev, got knocked down in a very close, controversial fight, but he came back and set the record straight and ended up stopping him when neither one of them got stopped the first fight. To me, that's pound for pound. If you could do some shit like that. And Roman Chocolatito got knocked down. And I mean, hey, knockdowns happen. Like I just said, Andre Ward got knocked down by Kovalev, but you got to look at it. Ward, when he fought Kovalev, he moved up like 7 pounds. Chocolatito moved up 3 pounds and fought. And see, and this is the other thing, just in my honest, humble opinion, you can't compare Rungvisai at that time when he fought Chocolatito to Kovalev. Kovalev was a wrecking machine, you know what I mean? He beat Pascal's ass twice in Pascal's second home backyard of Canada. He beat Cleverly, he beat his ass in his backyard. He nearly knocked out Bernard Hopkins. He was almost the first to do it, but that credit goes to Joe Smith Jr. You know what I mean? He had Hopkins on really bad legs in the 12th round. He was in a bad position, but hell of a chin for Hopkins. But I mean, I'm not trying to discredit Joe Smith Jr. See how we just talked this real boxing talk? I'm not trying to discredit Joe Smith Jr., but I really think that Kovalev beating and long layoff is kind of something that influenced B-Hop's performance versus Joe Smith Jr. That's my honest opinion. He's on a long layoff, and Kovalev was mopping him in that 12th round. So that's the last round. So that's like really the last round of action that Bernard Hopkins had seen that he can remember before he went into the Joe Smith Jr. fight. That's my opinion. Like I said, I don't have to take away somebody's shine. I know Joe Smith Jr. is a union worker. He works hard, things like that. So I'm not trying to take away his shine. Like he did nothing. Obviously, because you look at it. If it was lesser person than Joseph Jr. or a guy with less power or something, then he would have been able to do all that with Hopkins. So obviously part of it is Joe Smith Jr. as a fighter. You know what I mean? Just because, like I said, if you didn't have Joe Smith Jr.'s power, then it might have been like a different fight. Like if that fight was Cairo Murad or something, or Hopkins probably wouldn't have got knocked out of the ring. So you have to give credit to Joe Smith Jr. But I do believe that Kovalev, that mauling, that beating, and that long layoff influenced B-Hop, like how he looked in it. What did Blue Lobster say? I see y'all giving them L's. I'm not answering that. Caleb Plant and Kevin Newman, them both my dudes. So you know what I'm saying. I want to see them both do well. No point to try to compare and contrast. I mean, they're cool with each other. That's like creating an issue. Shout out to both of them. Caleb Plant is nice in there though. I like what I'm seeing from Caleb Plant. He has the mentality. I know that. Go check. We did a pretty deep interview and he was just like, man, boxing is what I have. I can't come through my circumstances twice. He said, I made it out once. I'm all in into the boxing shit. Streams sound not good. I haven't heard one other person complain except for you. So I think the lie detector test determined that was a lie. Turn up your phone volume or something. I mean, anybody else having trouble with the audio in this stream? Because no, I literally haven't seen anyone else complain about it. See, look, no one's having a problem with the. Look, everybody else is. So, if you got a Cricket phone, don't be like, "Hey, Ego, man, your audio's off." No, don't blame that on Ego. That's your phone. You got that Boost Mobile. No, yeah, just try to turn the volume up or something. I don't know. You want me to turn the music down? Have I been to Arizona? No, I actually haven't. Not the same quality? What does that mean? You guys gotta, y'all all talking about Mayweather can't read. Y'all gotta start putting complete sentences. Y'all be like, he did it. Like what? Who? He did what? What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all gotta start putting some comprehensive sentences. It was the one-armed man. Like, what are you talking about? Anyway. See, I understand woman beater, babe. Okay, I understand that. This. Now we get into some complete sentences. Now, hold on. Let me talk about this. Damn, somebody got bent. So I made this Ego Weight Watchers. They both looking ready though. They looking ready? Who is in the best fighting shape? Huh? Who's in the best shape? And you know what's so funny? Motherfuckers are so funny. I did videos where I said, at this current moment, Triple G looks soft, right? He started the camp heavy, and people in the comment section, I made a video, and people are now in the, hold on. People are now in the comment section. Hold on, let me pull it up so y'all can see, so y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay. So yesterday I made a video about Golovkin's shape. Right? I gave him his props. The audio's back good. I'm glad everyone can hear the audio right. I made a video yesterday. See, everyone, oh, you're a bias, you're a hater. I give people a prop. If I think they deserve props, I'm gonna give you props. So I did a video yesterday. Here's Gennady Golovkin at his current weight. Looks like a monster for Canelo. Ego Weight Watchers, right? We got almost 40,000 views in one day, 500 likes, right? And some of y'all in the comment section was like, and I look, you see, we have a fight rate. Golovkin's current form 0-10 as he nears the Canelo fight, right? 9.5. I give people the opportunity to speak their mind, right? 175 likes. And this is how I know a lot of y'all are full of shit. Even though I gave Golovkin his props, I don't have, you know what I mean? If I hate him, like y'all said, I don't have to make that video. But I made the video and I gave him his props. And I said, okay, he looks like he's in good shape now. The last bit of weight came off. We have a fight, right? And people act like they caught me up in something. People like, what's all that dumb shit you were saying before? You didn't prove me wrong with anything, you dummy. You didn't prove. I still feel at the time I made those videos, he wasn't in good shape. He was looking soft. He wasn't in typical Golovkin form. So a lot of you guys are idiotic. You know what I'm saying? You're like, oh, I thought Golovkin was looking soft. What do you have to say now? I just told you what I have to say now. He got the weight off. He looked good. Even if you listen to them videos, right? If you listen to the videos, I say he has time. He has time to get in shape. But as of right now, he's not looking good. And people acting like they proved me wrong because he looks in shape. Look, listen. So, 21,000 views a month ago. Gennady Golovkin looks a bit soft at Vintage Video Shoot, right? He did look a bit soft to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, people acting like, oh, what do you have to say for yourself now? Like, you can't, you see how stupid that sounds? You can't come back. Like, I gave Golovkin credit in this video because right there he looks in shape, right? But I'm the biased one. So if I was biased, I would just never make this video. I just only make videos, quote unquote, shaming Golovkin and only talking about how his shape looked like that. But y'all, motherfuckers, when I do this video, what do you got to say for yourself? I still said the same thing. I'm not deleting this video. That's how I felt a month ago when he was looking like that. He doesn't look like that right here. If he looked like this in this video, then you would have had this video 1 month ago. But people acting like, oh yeah, say something now, ego. I never said he was. I even said in those videos, go listen to him. This is how emotional you guys are. I even said in the videos that he has plenty of time and he's a true professional. So I fully expect him to make weight. That's what I said in those videos. You guys can go listen to him. But people like, look, Golovkin current weight 170 and that's what Abel Sanchez said. Look at his shape. This is where he was. Golovkin's flexing now. And he can shift. What do you have to say for yourself, ego? Nothing. Because 3 weeks ago, when I was getting 44,000 views on this video, that's the shape he was looking like. To me. You know what I'm saying? Golovkin's current body shape, right? These are a month ago. So you guys can't wait for a month to elapse where he's training. Look, Gennady Golovkin current form for Canelo Triple G promotional shoot. Ego Weight Watchers. 3 months ago. This was the shape he was in. 3 months ago. So 3 months ago when I'm making the video, you didn't say nothing. But then fast forward to the future, he posts a picture where he's flexing, and it looks like he came down in weight. He's in good shape, which I make a video, and I credit him for that. And we get 38,000 views in one day, right? Now people are like, what do you have to say for yourself, ego? Nothing. How you act like I'm wrong. I'm not wrong. I still felt the same way. Like I said, if he looked like this from the jump, then there wouldn't have been them videos. But he was looking like this from the jump. Like, so much for Golovkin being out of shape. No, a month ago, he didn't look like he was in the best shape. What are you talking about? I thought you said Golovkin was soft, man. You didn't prove me wrong. He looks to be in great shape right there. That's great. Good for him. That's why I made the video giving him credit. But right there, there's a stark difference. And then when even people were trying to defend, oh, he looks great. He looks very muscular. So in your honest opinion, right here, he looks the same as he looks right here. No, because it's been a month and change, and he's had time to come down and wait. That's what this is, people. You know what I mean? But like I said, this is what happens when you're at the top. It comes with the territory. People always have an excuse. People, when I was making this video, it was because I was hating on Golovkin. But you mean to tell me his shape right there, in your opinion, looks exactly the same as his shape right here? I'm making an observation for the moment. Period. And like I said, if he was looking closer to this the whole time, right here, then there wouldn't have been this video. I can only go off of what I've seen. And at that current juncture, when he's looking like this, he looks like he's in better shape. You didn't prove anything. Aha! There's no aha here. I still feel this way. Which is the reason why this video is still up. You know what I'm saying? I don't delete shit, but there's no reason to delete it. You know what I mean? Even my predict, like Danny Garcia, I said he would beat Keith Thurman. I'm not deleting anything. That's petty. Why would I? But a lot of you guys, what do you have to say for yourself now? Nothing. I don't feel I was wrong. I felt he was not in great shape. Then I think he was, like I said. Can y'all honestly tell me you don't see a difference from here to here? And he doesn't look like he's in better shape here. Which is why I gave him credit right here. I said, okay, now we have ourselves a fight. But the biggest fight of your career, and 1 month ago, this is how you're looking. I wasn't thoroughly impressed with that. But once again, the level of emotion and bias within you guys, it prevents you from seeing it. So you want to wait for, some of them videos were 3 months ago. Some of them were a month ago. So you wait for 1 to 3 months to elapse where Triple G comes down and wait because he has no choice. I mean, he has a big payday on the line, and he's a week out from fight week. So, you know what I mean, he has to get the last weight. And he's, you know what I mean, put the work in, got some of the weight off, or got the weight off. And now you come back like, aha. See, what do you have to say for yourself? I don't have anything to say. You act like that makes me, how does that make me look dumb? How does that make me look dumb when at the time, the videos are time stamped. The time I made the video, I still felt that's how he looked. I was showing you pictures of how he looked. But now he looks in shape. Cool. We got us to fight. See, a lot of y'all are emotional. But the great thing about it is this is 2017. This is a great year in boxing. New media. Calm down, ego. Because I raise my voice and I'm talking, because that's how I talk. I'm passionate. I'm not uncommon. It's not like my blood pressure's through the window. I'm not mad. Because at the end of the day, what is there to be mad at? I'm about to cover the fight. The weather's good out here. Got my little smoothie. I'm not mad. I'm just saying, a lot of y'all, damn, bro, you like to rant. But you in the stream, so obviously you like to listen to it. Along with almost 100,000 other subscribers. So, that's neither here nor there. I'm just exposing what's out there. Because people act like they expose me. Oh, yeah, I thought Golovkin wasn't in shape. Yeah, so you wait a month later, you know what I mean? I seen a picture of Vin Diesel, right? And it looked like he had a pot belly. Like he looked kind of fat. And people were like, oh, fuck, Vin Diesel fell off. He's fat now. He also did something with, I think Mayweather had his 40th birthday, and he was there, and it looked like he had a gut. But let's say he signs on to do another Fast and the Furious movie. He trains for a few months, and gets in shape, and then there's a shirtless scene or something where he looks ripped. What are you gonna say? Aha! I thought Vin Diesel wasn't in shape. You fucking bastard. You waited till he got in shape to come back to me. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't change anything. That doesn't change that when before the production started for the new Fast and the Furious, that he was not in shape. Shout out to son of judges Andre Ward. Andre Ward just knocked out Kovalev, but somehow he's still son of judges. Everybody throw your L up. He's talking about dicks, so he had to leave. He had to get the boot. Please put your L's up because he can no longer be with us. So if Andre Ward is son of judges, even with the knockout, you're son of streams, and you got kicked out of one. So shout out to SOS, son of streams. He just got the boot because he likes to talk about men's members when we trying to talk boxing. Throw your L's up. Throw your L's up. Throw your L's up. See, this is the picture I'm talking about. See, people were talking about like, God damn, Vin Diesel like fell off. That's what they were saying. They're like, God damn, Vin Diesel, he don't look the same. Right? Look. These were the pictures that came out. I remember seeing them on like TMZ and stuff. Right? They're like, damn, I thought Vin Diesel was like in shape. So if he gets a movie role, gets a couple million, and he gets into this shape, he's gonna come back. Oh yeah, what do you have to say for yourself, ego? I don't have nothing to say. I have nothing to say. If he gets in shape, he's in shape. You know what I'm saying? But you can't wait till a motherfucker gets in shape, and then now all of a sudden, like, hey, what happened? That doesn't change this picture and what people had to say about it then. And that's the same thing with Golovkin. But some of y'all are too emotional to see that. You know what I'm saying? Vin Diesel right here, he doesn't look like he's in the best. Someone said Homer Simpson. Wow. He doesn't look like he's in the Riddick shape. You know what I'm saying? So if he comes back in Fast and Furious and he's looking like that don't change that one picture. I am Groot. Like, look at Vin Diesel. What do you have to say? Like, okay, he's in shape right now. That's cool, but what does that have to do with the video and when I made it? Did y'all know Vin Diesel has a twin brother? See, I'm not new to this. Like Drake said, I'm not new to this. Y'all can't fuck. You like they try so hard. The haters try so hard to, and most of the haters, most people hate. They ain't really doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? But haters try so hard to like try to interject the flag and show some kind of inconsistency. There was no inconsistency. I don't take back what I said about Golovkin, and I didn't say anything crazy. I just said I don't think he looks soft. That's how I felt at the time I made the video, and that doesn't change it now that he's in shape. I missed the super chat. We on it. Thank you. See, me ranting and all that, you got me missing super chats, things that actually matter. The fans, the questions that want to contribute to the movement. Luis Flores, Shmoney Dance, $5 super chat. Why does everyone make it a big deal about rehydrating when almost every boxer does it nowadays? And what do you think of Canelo versus Triple G undercard? I don't. To be honest, I'm going to Vegas really for the main event. I don't know too much about who's on the undercard at all. I know Marlene Esparza because she trains out here. I know she's on the undercard. Jojo Diaz, I think, has a fight, but I don't really know the top to bottom right now. I mean, I'm sure I heard it. I just can't think of it right now. Rehydration. A lot of people talk about rehydration because it's like most fighters nowadays don't fight close to their walking around weight. So what they end up doing is they balloon back up because if you walk around at 180, crunch your body down to 147, your body's not going to like that, especially if you're young. So what happens is you kill yourself to make 147, and then your body's going to naturally do and replenish how it feels and rehydrate. So, you know what I mean? You could be like 167, 171, which is going to be a lot more than somebody who else doesn't walk around at such a high weight. So AKA could be a definite advantage. Could be a disadvantage too if you come in too heavy and someone else is like, you know what I mean, you can fatigue and stuff. Jesus says, bro, too much skill on Canelo Triple G on the way out now, and Canelo gonna end him. We're gonna see, man. I told you, I'm picking Canelo. And see, this is the other thing that when we talk about the emotion. A lot of people are so emotional, but I was. Let me show you all something. Can we get to 150 likes so I can ether you guys? Not all of you guys, but just the haters. Let me. This is the fun part about my job, and see this. I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm trying to tell you. Listen, this is hilarious about. This is the hilarious thing about my job. But the great thing is YouTube is also like a cloud-based system, basically, where it stores information for you. You know what I mean? Just like the cloud system, you have an old picture. Let's say you went to Cancun 4 years ago, and you put it up in the cloud. Then you could come back and revisit that. The same way you could do it on YouTube. Now, the funny thing is, and I'm telling you, if you talk about men's dicks and penises, you will catch that ultimate L because nobody's trying to hear all that. I really want to talk boxing, and y'all want to talk about some weird stuff. But this is the funny thing about my job, and I'm going to show you right now. Let's get the likes up. Hit the like button if you're new to the stream. So I did videos in the past, like when Canelo was fighting Liam Smith, right? 1 year ago. And this was upon the announcement of Canelo Alvarez versus Liam Smith. Here's what they think about you. And if you know here's what they think about you. I'm going to show y'all the intro. Here's what they think about you. We're going to show you. I'm going to show you. New media. Look, Golovkin and Canelo. When he vacated his belt. Watch this little intro. Right? So, I brought this up for a reason. June 24th, 2016. You guys follow me? So the point is this, 343 comments. I was not a fan of this fight. As a result, I did it. You know what I mean? I said my piece, and I did it. Here's what they think about you, where other people can comment, and we can see what other people have to think. So this video wasn't even really about my thoughts. And if you look at it, a lot of people agreed. Well, some people are like, fuck Canelo, I'm tired of this dude. Canelo Alvarez should be ashamed. But if you go through the comments one by one, you'll see a lot of people who started attacking me, saying that I hate Canelo in this video, right? They're like, oh, you're hating. This is a cool fight. Canelo's young and all this stuff. Hold on 1 second. People were like, I don't even know who this dude is. Look at Juan Carlos. What are he talking about? Now you're complaining because he is fighting at the limit. Now, damn, he fights at a catch weight and you complain. He fights at the limit, you complain. Right? And there's a ton of comments, like I said, that agreed with me because we speak the real. And there's a ton of comments, the other comments they were angry at me, saying I hate Canelo. And I have something against Canelo and all types of shit like that. Hold on 1 second. Because I know there's other videos where oh my God. This is why I tell you guys I'm not new to this. This is exactly what I'm talking about. See, this is another thing they do. Boxingego, you should just enjoy boxing and not worry so much about what people think. I think you get too easily bothered. I don't know why you guys have this notion that comments really bother me. I talk about it because I'm talking boxing. I want to talk about what's happening, what's popping, what people are saying, my thoughts, and all this stuff like that. You know what I mean? People act like I'm losing sleep over this. This is definitely not the case. See, there's too many comments. I'm not going to go through all these. But anyway, you guys can do it if you want. You go through the comments, and people were saying that I was the Canelo hater. I despise Canelo and all this. Fast forward to the future, I'm picking him to beat Golovkin. I have reasons why. I never, said anything bad about Golovkin, really. I mean, unless you want to say me saying I don't think he's in the best shape of his career, or him, he looks soft, which is a real life observation, unless you want to count that. And now I'm the Canelo dick rider. All I love is Canelo. Like, listen, when will you get it through your head? When will people understand that this is boxing? This is not, I don't have nothing against none of these dudes. But if you fight Amir Khan, you fight Liam Smith, then I have my opinion on those fights. You fight Golovkin, whenever you never heard a complaint. I didn't say a peep. You never heard me say anything about it's a terrible fight or this is not what boxing needs. So that's the thing between, I guess you want to say criticism and hate. If you hate, you're just gonna hate just unwarranted. You know what I mean? At any time, it's like an explosive. It can detonate at any moment. If you have true criticism, it's gonna come when it's needed. And that's it. You know what I mean? When Canelo's fighting Liam Smith, I wasn't a fan of that, and I told you that. But now that I pick him to beat Golovkin, I'm a Canelo dick rider. So it's just comes with the territory. That's part of the game. That's what people do. You know what I mean? Some of it's ignorance because maybe they haven't seen the old videos. So if you weren't subscribed to me back then, you won't know that I said, hey, I'm not a fan of Canelo, Amir Khan. Like, all you see is me talking about this current fight. So that's why after Roy Jones Jr., y'all must have forgot. 7 reasons why Canelo Khan should not happen next. 1 year ago. I told you. And in this video, I explained why it shouldn't happen. I told you it shouldn't happen. Because, I mean, we all knew the outcome. Look at Igloo. This is a good fight. Stop hating. Yeah, it was a great fight. It was so great that we all knew the outcome. You see what I'm saying? And they said I was hating on Canelo. And look, I agree. So you agree that was a good reason? A good fight? Typical ego. Floyd nut hugger. Fucking bitter. Stop being stupid. This is a shit fight. See, some people vouching for it. And of course, and then you got to understand, he was supposed to fight Golovkin last year, so that's what made it worse. He had an agreement in December to fight Golovkin. That's another reason why I didn't want to see it happen, because I wanted to see the Golovkin fight. But now the narrative has changed, and I hate Golovkin. You know what I mean? I hate Golovkin, and I'm a Canelo nut hugger. Several reasons people shouldn't complain. You bitch when we don't get fights. See? Shit, shut the fuck up and watch. See? You see how the fans, what they saying? Some people are agreeing. But I told you, I did not want to see this fight for a variety of different reasons. And people try to blame me for it. That's why I got to remind y'all. Got to remind these fools. I don't think you understand how big the Conor Brook fight is in the UK. It makes absolutely no difference if he loses to Canelo. See how dumb y'all sound? This fight will still be huge. So, in fact, it will be even bigger, total opposite of what you are saying. Now, since we already have an outcome, what y'all think? Who was right? He just told me that the Kell Brook fight would be as big even if he lost to Canelo. So Canelo knocked Amir Khan out with one punch, and it was a brutal knockout. Khan has not been back in the ring since that point, and he had 2 surgeries. And he had that shit with his wife and Anthony Joshua and all that, but we haven't seen him back in the ring. So who was right? Who do you think was right? Is the Brook fight, especially since Brook got murderized by Golovkin and Errol Spence? You tell me. This is what y'all said. He said the fight was still going to be as big. No, it won't. It's affecting ego so bad that he's acting like an angry black woman. What does he say? Black woman blocking motherfuckers and shit. I hope I blocked your ass because you retarded. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, so when I spoke out some real shit on why I didn't want to see the fight, back to the emotional shit. Your videos are crap because you don't want to hear it. I mean, we know. Khan going to win, dickhead. Leave Khan. He is a G. From Akak, or whatever. Don't underestimate Khan. How did that work out? This was an easy fight to predict. Not that Khan can't scrap. It's just the weight. And the weight is a huge factor. And the fact that Khan has been knocked out by smaller people. You know what I'm saying? No, I haven't set up Venmo yet, but we working, so we will. Yeah, Khan is quick as fuck, but Canelo was trying to time him, just like Danny Garcia. Canelo's smart, so we try to time him. But anyway, I'm just showing you, and I couldn't even show it. Like if I really dug down deep, and there's too many comments for me to do that, especially on the live stream. But if I really dug down deep, I could show you. Because I lived it. You know what I mean? I remember seeing comments and stuff like that. I talk about the Canelo Khan fight, say why I don't think it should happen. Talk about the Liam Smith fight. They say I'm racist. I hate Canelo. I'm a Floyd nut hugger and all kinds of shit, right? Then fast forward a year later, I'm picking Canelo to win. All I love is Canelo. You sucking that ginger dick. You love Canelo. And all this dumb shit. And you wonder why some of y'all who try to do this boxing shit don't get far. You gotta be real. Tell the truth. Shout out to Latin Mayweather and Cordoza Perez. $2 shmoney dance. Hashtag new media. All these casuals done made us implode. This shit is too easy, man. This shit is far too easy. But I mean that's part of boxing. A lot of radical, emotional fans, even if they don't know shit. You know what I mean? Golovkin's in shape. What do you have to say for yourself? I don't have anything to say. He looks to be in good shape. We have a fight. End of. They both look in shape. So I'm just happy for that. What else y'all want to talk about? Okay. You said Triple G 11th round knockout. You think Canelo overtrained? Why? Anybody that believes Canelo is overtrained, why? I'm just curious. See, like I said, we getting back to the real boxing talk. We can welcome different opinions, whether I agree with it or not. I just want to hear what people have to say. I want to hear you break down boxing. So this is Canelo. Some people said he's overtrained. Why do you believe that? If you believe that. Somebody speak up. Don't disappear now. The people that said Canelo's overtrained, why do you believe that? See, this is what happens. People make these drive-by comments. They say stuff. He's blown out, mate. Look at him. Okay, what does blown out mean, mate? Like, see, do you guys notice a pattern and a trend? I'm opening the floor. Like, I'm trying to have a boxing conversation. Whether I agree or don't agree, I'm just trying to hear. I'm welcoming the opinion. So if you feel Canelo is overtrained and he's blown out, mate, and all this stuff, explain. I want to hear what you have to say. I want to hear your knowledge and why you feel that. He will get gassed. He's focused on mass. I mean, realistically, how can you tell from pictures what he's focused on? Like, I really don't know that. Like, if you know anything, some people are naturally like cut. So I don't know how you know what he's focused on from pictures of him looking muscular. Let's go. Somebody explain. If you feel Canelo's overtrained, we'll start with Canelo, and then we can go on to Golovkin. Why do you feel that way? Break it down. He's flat-footed and he's unbalanced. What does that have to do with overtraining? Do you guys see what I deal with? Man, I gotta cut these live streams shorter, man, because the bigger they get, y'all just start saying crazy stuff. I'm like, why is he overtrained? He's flat-footed. What does that have to do with overtraining? Like, I really don't get it. I'm gonna ask again. If you believe Canelo Alvarez is overtraining or overtrained, overdone, like Billy Joe Saunders is saying, for the fight with Gennady Golovkin, September 16th, explain why. Why do you feel that way? You know what I mean? It's just like everybody wants this. See, this is the problem with the real boxing talk, is because not everyone's a real diehard boxing fan, so they do these fly-by comments that they're used to doing, but then they can't back it up, or they can't even explain. I'm just asking you to explain. I don't care if that's how you feel. I want to hear why. Les Hart, Smutty Dance, $2. He said, "What's happening? Big E casuals shift like the wind." Okay, hold on. We got some answers. Thank you. Not overtrained. He putting on mass to absorb the punishment he take. Okay, well, I'm trying to get someone who believes Canelo is overtrained. There's no way to tell he overtrained the fight night. We'll see him in there intense sparring. Overtrained means Canelo looks ready and they are nervous. See, man, can somebody just put answer and then answer the question? Yeah, like, I keep hearing this overtrained thing. Billy Joe Saunders said the same thing. I made a video saying I don't really see that, and I explain why. That's all I'm asking you guys to do. If you think Canelo Alvarez, I'll show you the picture again. If you think Canelo Alvarez is overtrained for this fight, explain why. Let's get the conversation going. Explain why he's overtrained from some pictures and snippet videos. What makes you believe that? It's a very simple question. See, that's what I'm saying. New media is taking over. You can no longer just say whatever you have to say. Back up what you say. Like Ruben Guerrero said, I don't just talk shit, I back it up. Exactly. Someone said you called them out, now they're hidden. I'm opening the floor. We got over 150 people in the stream, and I kept reading comments. Overtrained. He's overtrained. He's overtrained. Okay, we're all listening. We're all waiting. Why do you believe he's overtraining? No, overtraining doesn't mean big. There's a lot of people who are big. They're saying he's overtraining, which is pretty much perceived as a negative when it comes to by the time you get in the ring. That's not a good thing. And I'm literally, okay, we got to answer. Not saying Canelo is, but if he is doing a lot more than what, how is that an answer? You didn't even, that's not even a complete thought. Okay, so I asked for an answer. Someone says, not saying Canelo is, but if he is doing a lot more than what? What does that mean? Man, do you see how hard this is to officiate this? I'm not mad. I'm not. If you feel he's overtraining, he's overtraining. That I just want to know why, and no one's answering the question. Just put answer so I can distinguish that between the regular questions. If you really feel you have a valid answer, put answer and then explain why Canelo's overtraining from these pictures and videos. You guys also in the comment, this is how we doing it, new media style. You guys in the comment, look for the comments that say answer and then have a definition. So it's not just me. And we're still waiting. Why is everybody going quiet? Answer, we wouldn't know if he's overtraining because we are not in camp with him. Billy Joe hating. Answer, Canelo looking like Super Saiyan Goku. That doesn't mean overtraining. Just because you put on weight. You ain't got the answer, Sway. See? This is what we do with. But as long as you got... Okay, answer. The reason they are saying that is they think he jumped into Triple G camp right after Chavez camp. But, okay, see? That's an easy one to rebuttal. You don't know when how do you know when he officially started camp? Because he was in the doing them side crunches. That doesn't mean he was in camp. So what day did Canelo start his camp? That's what I'm saying. It's a bunch of people saying the same shit but not explaining it. AC Visuals, answer, I don't think Canelo is overtraining. He is conditioned. I'm a swimmer every day for 6 months hard for my state swim meet, and I did the best I've ever done. Congratulations to you. Answer, only a fly on the wall can tell how he trained. Exactly. Now we're getting somewhere. You guys see it. I'm not mad. Answer, what? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man. Y'all niggas tripping. Okay, you just talking stupid shit. So you are out because you blocked. L, you really out. Next. So the fake Russell Westbrook, he just got left like KD. You out the chat. You get that L. You left behind like KD did you. Okay, Portia said, answer, did Chavez Jr. pull out? What the fuck? Y'all dumb. Overtrained happens when opponents pull out last minute. Then you go right into camp. See, man, this is really concerning to me. I'm opening the floor, and I have been for at least the last 4 minutes, and everybody was typing overtrained, overtrained, he looks overtrained. And then I ask you guys to answer it just to hear your standpoint. And nobody steps up to the plate. Now, if you guys ask me why I don't believe he's overtrained, I can explain that. And I'm going to give you guys an explanation. Why I don't believe Canelo's overtrained is, one, I think the reason people are like so shocked, I know Billy Joe Saunders said it, but like I said, he has his own fight to worry about, and I'm really pretty sure Billy Joe Saunders doesn't have. He's not privy to much more of Canelo's camp than any one of us. I cover boxing, so you're training for a fight. I'm training for my channel. You know what I'm saying? So I have all the time in the world. I don't work a job. I don't deliver pizzas. I eat, sleep, boxing. You know what I'm saying? So I have time to look. I follow all these guys on social media and stuff. Yeah, but just because see, but that's what I'm saying. People keep saying, "Oh, because Billy Joe Saunders said it," but Billy Joe Saunders, how does he know? How would he know? He's over in the UK and Spain training. How does he know what Canelo's doing over here? See what I'm talking about? It's like you guys hear. This is a terrible. But today I got time, cuz this is a terrible year for you casuals because now we're getting to a point where a lot of your casuals are getting outnumbered, and a lot of the procedural things you guys used to do in the past, people aren't falling for it anymore. Back in the day, you might have been able to get away. No one's falling for it now. Terrible year. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Again, how does Billy Joe Saunders know from he was training in Spain and he trained in the UK? How does he know what Canelo's doing in San Diego? Like I don't get it. Now I've seen pictures, just like Billy Joe Saunders has seen pictures, um, some video, but it's not enough. It's not enough to say, oh, he's overtrained. Like who worked out with Canelo? Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's not like it. Okay, if Canelo his sparring partner, like I interviewed Mayweather's sparring partners for the Conor McGregor camp, and they're like, man, Floyd's looking sharp. Floyd did X, Y, and Z. He's getting his miles in. Blah blah blah. Okay, they're at least in the camp with him, so that makes sense to me in my brain. Latin Mayweather, Cordoza Perez, $2 super chat, Shmoney Dance. A lot of Indians, not enough Chiefs. I'm like I said, this is we're going back to the essence of boxing talk. Where if you want to just talk boxing, we can do that. All this name calling and stuff like that, nobody's trying to hear that. If you feel Canelo's overtrained, that's fine. But why do you feel that way? I opened up the floor for 5 to 10 minutes and nobody, even though they were all putting them comments like overtrained, overtrained, he's overtrained, and then I ask you to answer, and then nobody in the stream. And the thing is, the stream had 150 people in. Now it has 183 people in, and still we gain people in the chat, and still no one has answered it. What is Canelo showed you where you believe you would say he's overtrained? Like I said, now I'm going to take over now because nobody's really talking about the answer. The reason why I don't think Canelo's overtrained is one, the magnitude of the fight. Canelo knows what's at stake. I mean, he'd be a fool not to know what's at stake. I mean, can we all agree to that? Canelo vacated his belt last year, and Golovkin was like, "Hey, no, give me my belts, Max, no." Right? And Golovkin got the belt. Canelo was just like, I'm getting sued. I'm not dealing with none of this. Artificial deadline bow. You get the belt. So that's one thing. He would be a fool to be pushing his body to limits where his body can't handle. You know what I'm saying? Because he's like putting too much strain without rest and recovery and all that type of stuff, or getting proper sleep and all that, knowing what's at stake. Yeah, I tell you, certain fights you don't want to lose. Ward versus Kovalev, nobody wanted to lose that rematch. That's why you see Kovalev kind of disappear and blame John David Jackson, it sounds like, and fire him. You see a bunch of excuses made because that was the type of fight nobody wants to lose. And I think this is the same type of fight. If Canelo loses to Golovkin, it wouldn't look good. It would make Golovkin look very good, and it wouldn't make Canelo look good. The reason being is because Canelo vacated his belt. See, other people, oh, you're a Canelo dick rider. If I'm a dick rider, I'm not going to speak these truths so freely, right? I call it how it is. Canelo vacated his belt, didn't make him look good in 2016, and now he stepped up to the plate to fight him. Maybe it's because of the Danny Jacobs fight. I think Golovkin's under the impression that how he looked in his last two fights, particularly Jacobs' fight and Jacobs actually going the distance, influence Golden Boy and Canelo to want to take the fight, which they might have a point. You know what I mean? Because people think there's things you could pick out. Because not just Canelo, but Billy Joe Saunders started going ham. He's like, "Oh, here, I got me pinned. I want a couple of things me wet." You know what I'm saying? Before he was saying Golovkin will knock me and Chris Eubank beat both our ass the same night. And Billy Joe Saunders got real bold after the Danny Jacobs fight. You let another motherfucker go in there and survive and give Golovkin a tough fight. Now you want to be all Brody. So anyway, Golovkin, his last two performances, they were what they were. But I think Canelo, at the end of the day, knows what's at stake here, right? So that's one reason I don't think he's overtraining. I don't think he's gonna push himself to the point of injury and things like that without resting when he knows how much is at stake. Like, I understand training hard and being focused, but I think he's getting the proper sleep and stuff like that. I seen him. I follow him on Snapchat. He was up at 5, went running by 6. He was drinking a little coffee, just in grind mode. I don't think the other thing is he's with the same team for the most part, except for his strength and conditioning coach. I think is new. This might be the first camp he's with, but excuse me. I just feel like his team knows him too. You know what I'm saying? The Reynosos and stuff, so they know when to pull back too. Even if Canelo doesn't, it's a team, and it's a long-standing team since Canelo was a boy, if I'm not mistaken. So that's one reason. See, I can break down how I feel at all times and why I feel that way. I'm not just saying, oh, he's not overtraining, but not explaining like some of y'all did. I asked you, hey, you said he was overtraining, explain it. See, that's the thing with the casual. Casual don't want to be put on the spot. We seen Joey, that one live stream we did, and we seen the shift master, Wiz T or whatever his name was. When they get put on the spot, they don't know how to act because the information that they have is from somebody else. They're just recycling what someone else says. I'm talking real boxing from my heart. This is how I feel. You know what I mean? There's no battery in my back. Nobody's pulling the strings. Boxingego has coming soon. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get that cracking for y'all. But like I said, let me keep going. Why I don't personally think Canelo has overtrained. I gave you one reason. One reason was because of the magnitude of this fight, and I think he understands that. Reason number 2, I think the reason why Canelo's looking like this is because I really believe he could have, after the Mayweather fight, he could have moved up to 160. But he was in his young 20s. He was like 23, 24-ish, right? And for whatever reason, he kept making the sacrifice to fight at 55 or 54. Maybe because of the competition, or maybe he felt that he wasn't ready. For whatever reason, him and his team were telling him to stay at 54, 55, Canelo way. But now, I think at age 27, most men stop puberty by the latest 25. So he's the man he is. You know what I'm saying? So I think his body is just naturally filling out because it no longer has to crunch itself down to 154, 155. And I think one thing that some people miss here is the Liam Smith fight. The only selling point, nobody wanted to see that bullshit, real shit. Nobody really wanted to see that fight. But the big selling point, or the only selling point, because it's not like Liam Smith. Okay, Khan just knocked out a British fighter in Amir Khan, who is bigger than Liam Smith. So you can't say, oh, it's because Liam Smith, it's a different demographic. He just knocked out someone from that demographic who is a bigger star in Amir Khan, right? Right. So there was really no point to fight Liam Smith other than the crowd is willing to pay for Canelo in Texas, and he could get 51,000 people no matter if he fought Pee Wee Herman. I don't know, darling. I don't think he's that. Like, you know what I mean? He could have fought whoever. So they knew that, and then they kind of milked the public with that. Liam Smith, like I said, I don't buy, because he's from the UK demographic. He just knocked out somebody from the UK in Amir Khan. And he was a star before that, too. So the only real selling point for the Liam Smith fight, the selling point, is when you're announcing it and on the flyer stuff, you can say Liam Smith was 154-pound champion, arguably the weakest of the champions, Demetrius Andrades and all them, Charlos. But that's the only selling point. To fight Liam Smith, he had to lose an extra pound, and I think that was the real moment where he had been fighting at Canelo weight. See, you guys got to understand this. Understand boxing. Understand weight. People are gonna do like it's just like a relationship. If a girl allows her dude to cheat on her and she keeps getting back with him, then he's gonna probably keep doing it. Well, I mean, what's the consequence? There's no consequence. Just like this fight, Canelo fought 5 fights at 155 after Mayweather catchweight. You know what I mean? Because he could. He knew he was the A side. It gave him a pound cushion, so he didn't have to come down to the full 54, and he just kept it rocking. He knew he was a big star. But again, when he fought Liam Smith, the only real selling point was the fact that Liam Smith was, I think, a WBO champion at 54. To fight for that belt, you have to weigh 54 or under, right? So I think that's where his team really realized like this shit was hard. This shit was hard to achieve. You know what I mean? That extra pound. So they decided to move up. On top of that, Golovkin, some people thought he got exposed and or lost to Jacobs. Um, so maybe that gave him confidence. Like, hey, Canelo, fight Chavez Jr., move up to 64.5, get past that, see how you do, and then after fight Golovkin. So I think, me personally, I think Canelo is his body started to reject the idea of 54, 55 based on him being a growing person. Yeah, I mean, you even heard Tank Davis. He missed his last weigh-in with Fonseca. Before that, he had a weigh-in naked, and he says, "Hey, I'm a growing kid." Because he's 22, and you know, what I mean, you start the older you get, your metabolism might slow, different things like that. You become a man. You know, what I mean, a full-grown man and stuff like that. So I think Canelo, to me, I think that's why he looks like in crazy shape is because he's not dehydrating and killing himself to make that 54, 55 mark. Now he's actually getting comfortable, probably getting to eat better, stuff like that. If he's fighting Liam Smith, he didn't look good in the Liam Smith fight, like at the weigh-in. Here, I can show you, man. See, new media is killing you boys. Because we don't just talk about it. We could show you. We could show you everything. And this is off the top of the head, people. This is no script. We just have the knowledge within. I'm going to show you. Hold on. Look at Canelo's body language for the Liam Smith fight. He looks like he doesn't want to be here. First of all, he's weighing in naked. Take no chances. And look at his face and watch. Does he look like he wants to be here? Look at the flex. Look at his eyes. Look at his face. He looks mad and pissed. Do you see any level of intensity? Look at his face, how it looks kind of sucked up. Look, drink that. Yeah, get you some Gatorade. Look how he go before the face off. He's like, man, I need some of that. I need to rehydrate. I need to refuel. So you gotta pay attention to this. Look at that flex. He just, nah, fuck it. He looked like he didn't even want to be there. Look at his cheeks, his jawline. So, to me, that was the last fight in the junior middleweight division, and that was at 54. So to me, starting blue under his eyes, yeah, that's when your skin turns into that tissue paper. You see his jawline is super pronounced. Those are signs. So to me, that's what it was. I think Canelo realized that it was becoming increasingly hard to make weight. It was becoming harder and harder to make weight for these fights, because you have to understand this. Understand this, people. Hold on 1 second. Understand this, that Canelo is a growing kid. You know what I mean? He was 26 at that time or whatever, right? And what you have to understand is, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, like I said, there was a reason he was fighting at 155. There's a reason he's fighting at 155. Because if you don't have to make, any boxer will tell you that if you don't have to lose an extra pound, like let's say it's Broner or somebody, and Mikey Garcia was like, you know what, we're down to fight at 141 instead of 140, right? You think Broner's gonna be like, no, I want it to be 140. I want to lose the extra pound. He's gonna be like, cool. He fought Adrian Granados after he got sick and missed camp for a little bit. He fought Adrian Granados at 147. So I'm telling you, these fighters, they want to give themselves a cushion if they can, because making weight is no joke. And I know for a fact Canelo, especially as he started getting older, he was weighing his walk around weight, even though he was in shape. It was much more than 147. They have to come down. Even those guys like Roma Chocolatito, he's fighting in the little baby divisions, like 118 or whatever, and he'd be walking around a lot bigger than that. You know what I mean? There's only a select few. I think Rigondeaux, Mayweather, Bernard Hopkins, there's only a select few people that I feel really fight close to their walking around weight in this current era, right? And that's just what it is. So I think, to me, I think that Liam Smith fight, losing that extra pound, they were like, wow, you know what I mean? We got to move up, because they did move up. Just like, you got to know your boxing. Miguel Cotto, he fought Pacquiao, got stopped. What did he do after? Does anybody know what he did after the Pacquiao fight? After he got stopped, he fought Pacquiao at a catch weight of like 144, 145. What did Cotto do next? Somebody tell me. Somebody tell me what Cotto's next move was weight-wise after Pacquiao. Moved up. Bow. Somebody got it. Moved up and fought Yuri Foreman. You see how this is up here. He went up. Exactly. Shout out to the boxing fans that know their stuff. And I'm going to show you why he moved up. We're going to get to it. See, but this is what I'm trying to do with boxing, this whole new media stuff. We have opinions, believe that. But we got to support our opinion. We're going to show you why. Okay. Miguel Cotto. He fought Pacquiao at the catch weight. Look, Manny Pacquiao. He came in at 144. I think the catch weight was 145, but he weighed in at 144, something like that. One in between those. Oh, actually, hold on. I think I said that better. He came in at 145. Maybe the catch weight was 144. Either way, Manny Pacquiao, it was at a catch weight. His very next fight, he moved up to 154 to fight Yuri Foreman. You know why he did that? Because he got stopped, and he probably figured, like, man, this is getting too hard to make weight, and he might have blamed that. That's why he moved up to 53 immediately after. Now look at Canelo. What did he do after Again, there's a reason he was fighting at Canelo weight at 155. You don't just why would you just fight at 155 when everyone else is fighting at 145? Why would you do that? You know what I mean? And what did he do after Liam Smith fight? Vacated his brand new WBO belt, and he moved the fuck up. Because to me, that's all the sign and indication that you guys need that he was probably struggling to make weight. And some people don't realize this. Making weight can be a problem anytime, but some people don't realize this. You can have a good performance. You can have a good performance and still make weight. Or struggle with weight and still have a good performance. Conor McGregor did that his whole featherweight career, or the end of his featherweight career at least. Now look at this is Canelo versus Shane Mosley. So a couple years ago when he was a little bit younger, right? This is Canelo versus Mayweather. And tell me if you don't see a difference in body language from this fight a couple years ago and the Liam Smith fight. Watch his flex. His flex was way more like, you know what I'm saying? He doesn't look like he's hating being there, and he looks more into it. Do you guys get what I'm saying? This looks like an actual face-off instead of like I'm going through the motions. Again, look at them flexing. It looked like a more of a commitment to it. Like, yeah, like I'm in shape. Let's go. But when he was with Liam Smith, he was just looking like, let me get the fuck up out of here. And that's just, the Mosley fight is just a random. I just picked a random older fight. You know what I mean? I'm sure there's probably some better examples. Like even him versus Mayweather, even though it was at a catchweight, he still looked good at the weigh-in. He was still like look energetic. Floyd was trying to hand him the belt, and he was like, nah. So that's the other thing. That's another reason I really feel like Canelo is looking like this at the in the pictures. I think is his body's actually more comfortable, and this makes these things make fighters happier. These things make a fighter happier. Like, damn, I'm making 160 now. I could eat a steak once every blue moon. You know what I'm saying? And he got a new strength and conditioning coach, so I don't know what he has him doing, but yeah, this whole overtraining thing is like, how would you know what he's doing? To be honest, that's what I want to know. Who's Scott? What are you talking about? Oh, he got banned, so he must have been fucking up. Wouldn't the guy know how to rest? I'm not sure I understand your question. Benavidez fight. I talked about that earlier in the stream. Um, Benavidez did well for his first title shot. Very close fight. I didn't watch all of it, so I haven't seen every single round. I seen him get knocked down. It was a tight fight. Some people thought Gavin won. Some people thought Benavidez won. But those tough fights, first titles and stuff like that, you can only learn from them. Hell yeah, he can eat. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Canelo's gonna be. Boxing is as much mental, if not more. I think it's more mental than it is physical. I mean, look at it. Victor Ortiz possesses great skill, but mentally he checks out. Zab Judah mentally checks out. You know what I mean? If the going gets tough, things aren't going their way. It don't matter how much skill they had if they bail out. You know what I'm saying? So I think people are making so much to do about it. And like I said, if you guys disagree, it's an open forum. I ask you guys why he's overtraining. How like how can you even tell someone's overtraining from pictures and like 15-second videos of him oh, he overtrained. That's like, I mean, you could be out of shape for the most part, or I can at least, and then you could put a treadmill on a 7.5 speed, and I can run it for a minute and then cut the thing off. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean I'm overtraining because I did something for a minute, 30 seconds, 15 seconds. So it's just like I don't understand what this whole, aside from Billy Joe Saunders saying it, I don't understand how this whole overtraining thing. Why people keep saying that? Like, um, I really don't see it. I feel like if Golovkin beats Canelo, it's not because Canelo overtrained. You know what I mean? And again, if you have all these speculations, I'm just asking how you know that. How do you know from pictures? Like you just like, oh, overtrained. I can tell. Look at his hat. It's overtrained. Everything about him, the beard, overtrained. Like, what is it about a picture that you know conclusively that he overtrained when you're not in camp with him? And then, like, in real talk, I'm starting to doubt if some of y'all really watch boxing like y'all say y'all do, because I really do, and I really be at the fights, and the ones I don't go to, I watch on TV, especially you know, I mean, big fight, anything big, do my post fights. But I'm really starting to question some things, some thangy things, because at the end of the day, to me, I'm being very honest with you. I think Canelo, I think Canelo has been in like he's been in shape. Like he just looks a little bit more sliced up, but he looks like he's been in shape to me. Like where he's getting kind of big. Excuse the delays. I'm trying to pull stuff up because like that's what we do, new media. We don't just talk about it. So this one, like I said, this is why I'm starting to question if some of y'all really watch boxing like y'all say y'all do. Because I thought Canelo looked ripped up at this weigh-in, and this was at 164.5. I don't really care. You blocked. Throw your L's up real quick. It doesn't matter. Don't even listen. He's blocked. He just got an L. He's talking about, oh, you're biased. I'm biased, but I'm biased for stating my opinion. I don't think Canelo's overtrained. And then I opened the floor to others who did feel he was overtraining. And I said, hey, please explain. And nobody spoke up in the comments. But again, the real people in the boxing media that are biased, they're not even going to show you the other side. They're not going to give that opportunity to the other side. You know, people that hate Andre Ward, they're not even going to ask what Andre Ward, somebody, you know, I mean, they're not going to even ask his side because they don't care about his side. They don't give a shit. I have my own opinions. I said I don't think he's overtraining, and I explained why. And I offered the floor to those who did feel he was overtraining, and instead of stepping up, they just sat there like sheep. See, this is what I'm saying. I don't know if some of y'all really be watching boxing like that because, like, I thought Canelo was ripped up in that. People acting like he just looked like some new person. This is at a weigh-in at 164. We need to get the likes up to 200 too. I've been on for. See, look at Canelo right there. Like, this is at 164.5. So now, let me explain this after. See, look, he's at 164.5. It's still looking shape. This was a smart move to fight Big Ass Chavez Jr. So that's Canelo at the weigh-in, right, for his very last fight with Chavez Jr. at 164.5, and he looked in shape to me. This is Chavez. Damn, Chavez ain't looking right. And this is at 164.5. At 164.5. This is Liam Smith. You guys get it? Like, you see what I'm saying? You don't see a difference in him? Look at his face. And it's not just because he has a beard. So this is him. Look at him at this is the same fight. This is the Chavez Jr. fight. You know what I mean? So everyone's acting like Canelo looks so much different. He doesn't really look different. He looked big. He looked pretty big there too. Look in shape. I'm gonna show you. You guys see? This is him at 164.5. I'm gonna show y'all something. Hold on. 164.5 versus Canelo versus Liam Smith. See how his body looks more flat? It's because he was probably draining a bit more. See, I know what I'm talking about. This is the Canelo Chavez fight. Everyone's acting like, oh, what did he do? It's pads and all this stuff. But it was, like I said, he was looking big to me right there. This is at a weigh-in at 164.5. You know what I'm saying? And he looks sweaty, so you know what I mean. Maybe that makes him look slightly bigger. But look at his arms in this picture. He looks like the same dude to me. People acting like he just got on some crazy stuff. And then see, this is the other thing. I know some of y'all don't know about fitness because of what you say. Hold on 1 second. Okay, so this is him right here. And we'll go back to this is the current. And we'll go right here. And again, this fight is at 164.5. Don't waste your time on this. I mean, it's my channel. I talk about what I want to talk about. Look at his traps. People are, oh, look at his trap. I mean, he's at 164.5. So it doesn't look like crazy different. But see, this is the other thing you have to understand too, if you know about fitness, is if you go down in weight, you can actually look bigger from being more defined, losing body fat and having like a lower body fat percentage. Do you guys get me? I read the LL Cool J Platinum Workout. I think it was the first book. I think he did too, but I read it. I used to be really into like the fitness thing or whatever, but I read it, and even people like 50 Cent, right? And what they both said, what LL said in his book, what 50 Cent said, is I'm gonna show you. So that was the book I read. You guys should check it out if you like fitness. This is a good book. But you see how LL Cool J looked, you know what I'm saying? He looked big, he looked swole, he looked diesel or whatever. He was saying he actually weighed less here than he did when he was in Any Given Sunday. But when he was in Any Given Sunday, he wasn't as cut. Here. So I'm gonna try to see if I can show you all this. So this is the book I'm talking about. And you see how LL Cool J just looks like Brocky, right? But when he was in Any Given Sunday, he weighed more. But he looked big, but it was different. It was like this is him in Any Given Sunday. So he actually weighed more, but you see his face and stuff is like fuller. Here, maybe this is a good picture. Hold on. See, so he's big, but he wasn't as cut. You know what I'm saying? He was just big, just overall big. And that's the difference. But when you come down and you lose body fat, you can actually look bigger than you did because you're ripped and it's just more pure muscle. See, he weighed more in Any Given Sunday than he did. That's what coming down in size does. You don't look bigger when you cut? What are you talking about? If you have body fat versus you get sliced up, I just showed you a picture of that. So some of y'all trying to argue, you don't know what you're talking about. Someone says you appear bigger when you cut. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like LL Cool, I just showed you guys a picture of it. Yes, you look bigger because you're completely vascular. What are you talking about? You don't know what you're talking about. You look bigger. You give the appearance of being bigger because there's less fat on you. So everything you look totally ripped. Like look at his face, your neck, your jawline. You look being cut. He looks overall bigger. Like you can, okay, he clearly is working out. You could tell when someone works out. Hold on. So he don't look bigger right here when he was publishing that book. And hold on, let me get to some of these. So he don't look bigger here than he did in Any Given Sunday. Caitlin, so he don't look bigger here than he did in Any Given Sunday. And he actually weighs less. Y'all don't understand. He looked bigger than he did in Any Given Sunday because he's all muscle. When he's in Any Given Sunday, he wasn't I just showed you guys the pictures. You gotta watch Any Given Sunday. You probably haven't seen the movie. So this is him when he was writing a book. He don't look bigger. He don't look bigger than he did right there. Even though he weighed more right there. Shit is too easy, man. And 50 Cent said the same thing. When he was like, I don't know what a music video or movie or something he was training for, he got his weight down and he only weighed about 210 or 215, coming down from 230 or something like that. But he looked way bigger. 50 Cent looked hella big. And and he said he's like, I actually weigh less right now. But again, some of y'all don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So you can actually weigh less and still be in better shape. So I mean, we were talking about back to the Canelo thing. See, this is around the time I'm talking about. 50 Cent looks, he weighed less and he was looking like huge. Pause. You see in his face, he was actually weighed less than what he was weighing, but he looks bigger. So anyway, Canelo, he was looking big at 164.5, but now that he's cutting more, he's probably going to really look big because that's probably more where he should be. I mean, same thing with Conor McGregor. If you guys really know fighting sports like you guys say you do, Conor McGregor, when he fought at 170 versus Nate Diaz, he looked bulky, but when he was at 155, that seemed to be like um, the better weight for him. He performed better. Oh wow! Shout out to Christopher Lee. I told you I like them orange and them yellow ones. He just dropped a big one. $25 super chat. Christopher Lee. Thank you very much. Shmoney Dance. I don't think people can use Jacobs as a gauge for Triple G. Jacobs is a long and athletic with great lateral movement. Canelo lateral movement footwork isn't the best. Canelo has to get inside. I think he might get caught coming in. Your thoughts? I agree with. Oh my gosh, we got another super chat. $5 super chat. Um, I'm gonna answer your question in a second, so I can do the first $25 super chat. Shout out to the man Christopher Lee. And I'll get to the other super chat. We doing shmoney dances. We just talking boxing, getting shmoney dances. Um, I agree. Danny Jacobs, different animal, different person. I've been next to Canelo and I've been next to Danny Jacobs, and I can tell you wholeheartedly, I didn't need a tape measure. I can tell you wholeheartedly, Jacobs is bigger. He's taller and he's just bigger frame, right? Um, I don't know, don't quote me on this, but he might have even fought at 165 as an amateur. But he's bigger. So that alone, frame wise, you can't gauge what he can do versus Triple G. And then the other thing is, Canelo doesn't have a lot of fights at 160, and the only fight he does have is against Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. And that wasn't much of a fight; it was a one-sided beatdown. So, yeah, that's not a good example for Golovkin, or for you to gauge how Golovkin would do. Canelo's gonna have to fight a different fight because, like you said, Jacobs had way better legs, and he's just a bigger frame. And like, I mean, realistically, Peter Quillen, when he was undefeated, if Canelo fought him with Peter Quillen's power, would he have knocked him out in the first round like Jacobs did? So Jacobs might even have more power. You know what I mean? Probably does have more power per capita. And if you disagree, don't be radical and disagree. But if you really disagree, then do you really believe that Peter Quillen, when he was undefeated, would have gotten knocked out by Canelo in one round? Because Jacobs was able to pull that off. And me personally, I don't see that. I don't see, even if Canelo beat Jacob Quillen, I don't see him knocking him out in one round like Jacobs did. So I would say Jacobs hits harder. Different fight. Shmoney Dance, $5 super chat. Hey, Ego, love your show. Here's a question that should spark a convo. What are 10 possible future opponents for Triple G after he annihilates Canelo? Now, for the sake of time, I'm not gonna answer 10. That's too many. I don't have time to think about 10 names. But if he annihilates Canelo, Danny Jacobs rematch, Jamal Charlo, who's the number one ranked. To become undisputed, he has to beat whoever wins, Willie Monroe, Billy Joe Saunders. Or if he wants to move up, like Abel's saying he wants to move up, then you got a couple guys there. Um, Gilberto Ramirez, Jesse Hart winner, um, James DeGale, David Benavidez. Some of these spars, I don't know if you can fight them, but maybe a top 168 guy. Man, maybe even like a Caleb Plant or somebody. So that's my answer. But yeah, Jacobs, you can't really compare that. Like, I mean, you can maybe pick things away, but Jacobs' footwork was part of what his game plan was. Canelo has slow feet. If you guys are tuning in to the stream just now, please hit the like button. Let us see the engagement. Let YouTube see it so we can continue doing this and do more and more live streams. And if we get the likes up, I might even live stream Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez, not the fight because that's copyrighted, but my post fight, I might even do that live if y'all want that. My reaction. So try to. I feel like we should probably have been closer to 250 based on how long we've been on. I'm gonna answer a few more questions and I'm gonna get on about my day. Prepare for this Chocolatito fight coming on in a few hours. Live feed is killing us, ego. What does that mean? Live feed is killing us. What does that mean? I don't know. Yeah, UFC what 215? What number is it? That's on. I want to see that Nunes fight. Charlo got work for Triple G or Canelo. I would love to see either of those or the winner. Get the likes up. Get the likes up. Yeah, yeah. Get the likes up. If you like us, get the likes up. Hey, Ego, do you think Benavidez got exposed? No, I think people do that too much with the whole he got exposed. Like for like, this is just how I think about it. The reason people said Triple G got exposed versus Kell Brook, for example, is because of who he's slated to be, who the media has told us, who his promoter, who HBO has told us he is, and he went in there with the welterweight, and the welterweight had some good success where he was winning after being hurt. You know what I mean? And this is supposed to be the middleweight killer. So people were like, oh, hey, that doesn't make sense. Benavidez is 20 years old, and he never, that was his first title shot. And he hadn't really, I mean, he fought Porky Medina and people like that, but Porky Medina had been beaten before. You know what I mean? And stopped before. I think James DeGale stopped him. So, like, I wouldn't say exposed. He had a tough fight, but he's 20. You can learn from that. Am I coming to Brooklyn for Charlo versus Lubin? And who you got in that one? I'm not coming. My writer wanted to cover that one, so he reached out and he's probably gonna go to that one. I'm picking Charlo. Oh, excuse me. I'm picking Charlo. Just really off experience. Lubin, it's a hell of a step up. I think Lubin can pose challenge and issues, and it could be a classic fight. Like you know, what I mean, a very good fight. But I got to go with Charlo. I think he has momentum. He's the champion. And he has more big fight experience. Gabe Rosado, Vanes Martirosyan, John Jackson. You know, what I mean, big cards. He's been on bigger cards. Charles Hatley. Because if he fought the Charles Hatley, the way Charles Hatley was talking, if he fought that, there was a lot of bad blood there, a lot of trash talk and stuff. So if he fought the wrong way, you know what I mean, the fight could have looked different. I was at that fight and he pretty much dominated. Yeah, ego, you money with that. Yeah, that's just my opinion. Like, I mean, I don't even like literally. I like there's no shade. I like Erickson Lubin from what I've seen, but I really feel like I can't. I don't know enough about him. Like, put it this way: name two of the last three of his last opponents. Name two of them. I've watched those fights. You know what I mean? But I don't know the names of the guys he was fighting. So if he proves me wrong, he proves me wrong. But until otherwise notice, like some of the guys he was fighting on PPC, I don't really know who are they. You know what I mean? They're not like Andrade or Vanes Martirosyan names that we should all be familiar with by now. 2017 is the year of boxing and new media. Lubin, like I said, shout out to Florida if he wins. Yeah, I went to see it last night. It was solid. You know what I mean? I gotta watch the original again. I think the original was probably better. Um, it wasn't bad though. Like, you know what I mean? Pennywise, they made him kind of dark but comedic in spots. It was solid. I mean, the kid cast was cool, but I can't say it was like I was terrified. I don't really get scared. I don't really get scared in movies. You know what I mean? So I can't be like I was just like, oh. Some people maybe they don't like clowns, and you see a clown with sharp teeth running and shit. Maybe you got scared, but I wasn't really scared at any point. But it was solid. Now we're gonna do the boxing ego roll call. If you're new to the stream, that's how I like to open and close my streams by doing the roll call. So when I do the boxing ego roll call, you guys let me know where you're from, city, state, zip, area code, all that good stuff. Boxing ego roll call. Where y'all at? Let me know. I'm about to get off of here. We're gonna go through some of these cities and states. South Carolina, Las Vegas, Nevada. I'll be there on Monday. Seattle, Washington, Virginia, Bradford, England, Fredericksburg, Cincinnati, East LA, Young PA, Denmark, Virginia, Porterville, Memphis, Vegas, Honolulu, Gainesville, Florida, Houston, Toronto, by way of Brooklyn, New York, Romania, Columbus, Ohio, Nashville, Anchorage, Alaska, Charleston, Juarez, Mexico, North Korea, Oakland, California, Virginia, Romania. Oh, someone said nice. South Carolina, Downey. Yeah. $2 money dance. $2. See where the money's at. Plainfield, New Jersey, Cali, Chino, San Antonio, Texas. Now, depending on what the likes are looking like after in the replay of this, I might do my post reaction to the Chocolatito fight live, but I will watch it and hit you guys with something. I'm just gonna rest up and chill before the fights come on. Shout out to Cali, Bronx, Memphis, and we out of here. Check back on the channel. Um, I might go live tomorrow. Depends on how much I do because I'm leaving Monday, so I got a lot of stuff to still do. North Carolina, I see you. Peace out. Everybody enjoy the fights tonight on HBO. Make sure you watch them. Karen, she got body bag. Joey got body bag. Wiz T's got body bag. We just keeping the running list. Speed Pigeon got body bag. Peace out. Let me know who's winning the fights. Chocolatito, Rung Basai. We handing out L's. We getting some super chats. We just getting back to that real boxing talk. See, got another super chat. $2 super chat. Shout out to Clifton Prince. The Venmo is coming soon. Boxing Ego hats, so you can be with the latest in Boxing Ego fashions. Death Row East, throwing up that West Side, the best side. Canelo's in shape, Triple G's in shape. Boom. I'll check in with you guys after the fights tonight. Peace out. Hit the like button.